It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Jones. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week.
16 carries, 92 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a
That's
first down.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. Gets around him. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Now a handoff up the middle. Whitmore. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Jones. This is complete to Holmes.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Up the middle they go.
Whitmore.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Whitmore.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Jones now on 3rd down. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Pierce now up the middle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts got his man. It's Dulcich.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurts throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Pierce. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Again, it's Pierce.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And this time he is in.
Dameon Pierce. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Diablos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Give to Pierce. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Joe Burrow, a touchdown pass in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC East as we head down to the great state of Texas.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. on 1st and 10. It's Hurts.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle here to Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll run with Pierce.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Hurts. That's taken in by Dulcich.
Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich.
40 yards! As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 3rd down, Whitmore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down now, Whitmore. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Whitmore. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitmore, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Hurts to throw.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
Doesn't help indeed. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded just inside the 20.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's 3rd and 1.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
They call it no gain there on the first down play.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run it here. It's Pierce.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd and goal. Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Diablos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team thought they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett.
Jones' pass complete to number 15. A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
Throwing Jones. flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That'll give them 8 that time. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Going for it all. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
32.
So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
43-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the home team here, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.